This is the final video of our spring 2022 European trip. It will follow our route from the coast of Brittany to Paris. Our first stop was Tours. We arrived a few hours before we could check in to our bed and breakfast, so we parked and went exploring. We stayed at La Aradière Bed and Breakfast. Our room was in the oldest part of the building, in the original farmhouse. That's the old bread oven in the corner. For dinner, we ate at restaurant Leonardo da Vinci. The next morning, we took a tour of the cave where the Vouvray Winery stores their wine. This part of the Loire Valley is riddled with old caves that were created when limestone was quarried for buildings. That's all of
That's all the summer, but after, no, it's, I don't know, maybe 200 meters?
Okay, thank you.
We walk just less than 1 kilometer, don't worry. And it's a walking place here.
Okay.
I think we stop there. So
Okay.
don't worry. I will explain what we have those bottles inside those cases.
That's 5 million, you said? Bottles total in here?
In totality, yes.
Wow. After the tour, we tasted some of the Vouvray wines and ordered some to ship home. Wine makes a wonderful souvenir. We drove back to Tours through the vineyards that are above the caves. Since we were in the Loire Valley, we really wanted to take a hike along the river. So around 5 o'clock, even though it was still raining, we found a park and went for a walk. Saturday morning we left Tours and went to visit the Chateau Chenonceau. What kind of cars are they?
Bentleys.
From Chateau Chenonceau, we drove to Amboise, a little town on the Loire River that was once home to the French royal court. We spent 2 nights in Amboise. Saturday night we had dinner in an Italian restaurant, Via Roma. The hotel where we stayed, Le Clos d'Amboise, was very nice and very centrally located. Sunday morning we found a great little coffee shop for breakfast. Then after breakfast we spent the morning walking around Amboise exploring. We spent the early afternoon at Parc Leonardo da Vinci and Château du Clos Luce, where Leonardo da Vinci lived the last years of his life.
Je n'ai cessé de le parfaire à la demande de feu le magnifique Julien de Médicis. Il devrait être fini, mais on aurait jamais fait.
Next, we drove to a park on the Loire to record Duke's review of our Fiat 500 hybrid. There's a link below. It was election day in the first round of the presidential election, so we checked out a polling place and then returned to our hotel. Parking was in back. The hotel restaurant was highly rated, so we ate there. It was a wonderful dinner. Monday morning, we drove into Paris. The plan was to first drop off our bags at our hotel and then drive to the Montparnasse train station to return the car. We took a wrong turn getting to the hotel, had to drive about 5 miles to go around again, and then had to navigate through central Paris, but we made it. As we walked away, we said in unison, "I need a drink." We took the metro back to the hotel and relaxed. Okay, I'm going to give you a tour of our room in Paris at the Maria La Défense. So you come in and there's the coffee maker and the fridge right there. And then over here, you can see there's the Eiffel Tower in the Seine. And over here, there's l'Arc de Triomphe. The metro station is right down underneath that plaza down there. Wait. Thank you. And the bathroom's over here. Monday evening, we took the metro into central Paris. Last time we were in Paris was a couple of weeks before the Notre Dame fire, so it was interesting and a bit sad to walk around the Notre Dame area. Later, we crossed the Seine and went to Le Duc de Lombard Jazz Club, where we listened to the Jeanne Michaud Latin Quintet. We enjoyed their music so much that we stayed for a second set. Tuesday, April 12th, was our last full day in Europe. We started the day by walking to a nearby pharmacy to get our pre-flight COVID tests. Then we took the metro to the Louvre and strolled through the gardens and along the Champs-Élysées almost to the Arc de Triomphe. For dinner, we walked to Le Tournesol, a neighborhood restaurant not far from our hotel. We remembered it from a previous visit to Paris. The food and the ambience were as wonderful as they were on our last visit. The next morning, it seemed fitting that it was raining as we left Paris and flew home.